Hello world and welcome to this gameplay and tutorial video. This is No Man's Sky, a survival sandbox space exploration game. I'm a few hours into a survival mode save file, and what I want to do is spend some time making money, specifically units and also eventually some more nanites. So what I'm going to do actually is collect a bunch of salvage data. At the moment I have 10 for selling for about $500,000. Usually you can use that stuff to discover base production stuff. In your computer you could discover which items you're going to build. New technology basically, new building components. But instead I'm going to harvest them and sell them at this point just for extra nanites. Just for extra units. Meanwhile, I also want to spend some time to create some more warp cells so that I can explore the galaxy more freely. Which means I need more chromatic metal, in particular, in order to create the actual antimatter, chromatic metal and condensed carbon. So I need to go around collecting carbon and copper, carbon to convert to condensed carbon, and copper to convert to chromatic metal. Meanwhile, I will dig up buried technology for units. First, let me start out some conversion of carbon to condensed carbon. Now I see a copper deposit in the distance. I'm going to collect that to eventually transform into chromatic metal. Oh, actually this deposit of copper I already pretty much harvested. I can use my terrain manipulator to get a... Oh, I thought there was a little more left, but actually there's not. Meanwhile, dihydrogen is good for launch fuel. I see buried technology in the distance. I'll go out that way, collect it, and look for more copper. Now I'm here, use the terrain manipulator, dig to it, and claim the technology modules. I received 2. I'll dig right into the rock, and here it is, technology module. That time I received 3 salvaged. 3 salvaged data. I have to replenish my life support and my hazard protection. Should collect some carbon on the way as well for the warp fuel. I need to recharge my mining beam with carbon as well. Now the sentinel's scanning me for harvesting some of the dihydrogen. Will he attack? No, he called it off. Actually, I keep turning myself around. That's the copper I already harvested. Let me fly away to a further location. Let's see, let's get sufficiently far away so that I don't keep getting distracted by the old stuff. Copper's over here. As I create launch fuel, I always run out of dihydrogen, so that's why I keep picking it up whenever I come across it. Here's the copper. Let's harvest it all. I need to recharge the terrain manipulator. And there's buried technology right here as well. And I received 2 salvage data. Let's go right through the mountain, see if there's anything interesting here. Oh, it opened up. Wow, it's a long way down. Seems a bit dangerous. For now, on second thought, we're gonna go around. Gotta recharge life support, because the jetpack is using up a lot. I'm gonna put the salvage data in my high capacity inventory. Oh, I need to recharge my thermal. Gotta be careful, I'll get myself killed. Here's the technology. 1, 2, 3 salvage data. Here we are. The salvage data, buried technology, is just floating here. There's like a tunnel. 1 salvage data, 2 in total. Copper's right here. Harvest as much as I can carry, which is probably all of it for this chunk. Oh, interesting, there's a monolith here. Let's stop by. First, the knowledge stone, and another one, and another one. Let's see, ruins of catalogue. I'm going to choose to melt the ice. Interesting. My choice decreased my standing with the Gek. They did not like that. Let me dig up this technology that I came for. I received 1 salvage data, 2, and that's a total of 2. Now I'm very full in my inventory, so let's call the ship over and convert some of this stuff and such. I've got 14 salvage data at the moment. I'm going to turn a bunch of my dihydrogen with this metal plating I already put together into launch fuel. Alright, now I have a full stack of 20 launch fuel, of which I need 1 right now. I'll create another to replace it. I have a bunch of copper to be made into chromatic metal. So let me fly back to my base. Here we are, Alpha Base, right underneath this market. I'll land here to save fuel. And I have my condensed carbon from earlier. I'll add a bunch of copper to create chromatic metal. And I have another refiner. I'll set down here, add some fuel, create more chromatic metal. I probably need more of condensed carbon, however. I only have 125. How much to create? So metal plating and dihydrogen is enough to create the... Oh, that's the launch fuel. Oxygen and ferrite dust create the antimatter housing. The antimatter needs 20 condensed carbon and 25 chromatic metal. Okay, so this will create a bunch of antimatters, and I already have 3 antimatter housings. So I can create a few antimatter, but what I need is more antimatter housing, which means I need ferrite dust, as well as oxygen, which I can purchase. Ferrite dust and oxygen, just to make it simpler, probably from the market up here. Oxygen and ferrite dust. Not too much available, but a little bit. While I'm here, actually, what's the price to sell my technology modules? Salvage data, 748,000. Okay, so that's a big haul for units. Now I'm at 1.59 million. And let's create a bunch of warp cells to assist with exploration. Because my plan is then to travel to a variety of places and scan all of the life forms there in order to trade in that data for nanites. And that's in general how I plan to get a lot of units and a lot of nanites in sort of an early game state. Sell salvage data and scan a bunch of creatures by warping to a bunch of places. Ran out of fuel. I don't want to use my condensed carbon. Well, it only takes 34 to fill up. I see. Let me just convert the copper in this one, which already has fuel available. So I can create antimatter, 2 antimatter, 3 antimatter, 4, 5, 6. I can create some more antimatter housing, but I need more ferrite dust. Bunch of rocks nearby, provide some ferrite dust. Some geodes I can break open to create some ferrite dust and pure ferrite. Now I can create another antimatter housing, another one, and now I have 6 and 6. I could create 6 warp cells. I'm going to put this in my high capacity inventory to protect it. Perfect. Now at the moment I have a bunch more units than I started with, a bunch of warp cells which I'll be able to use to travel through a variety of galaxies, and then my plan is to scan a bunch of creatures to earn nanites by trading in that data, both on the discovery page and at the space anomaly. That'll do it for this one gameplay and somewhat of a tutorial video. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching. Bye.